Trent, who's started with us in the last 3 months, I'd say. He'll do things like tasks like, pump up the footies, wash the bibs, make sure the truck's packed for game day, and make sure there's like all the stuff in the storerooms ready to go, like the Coke and the Powerade.
We do a lot here. We make sure the players' clothing and property is ready for the game.
People probably don't realise the whole logistics of a football club, how much there is actually to do day to day. So I'm sort of managing the team sort of side of it. So we needed more help down in the nitty-gritty sort of areas, like downstairs and that sort of thing, like in the property room and that sort of stuff. So we thought, well, maybe we'll give a kid like Trent a chance at working at an AFL club, and we gave him a 3-week trial period, and then I called him up after the 3 weeks and said, "You've got the job," and he told me it was an absolute honour.
On Fridays, my big task is once again, hang the jumpers, and I will help load the boxes and get all the bins down and bibs and cones down to the ground ready for game training. It's definitely not one of the easiest jobs for me.
The players really love him as well, which is half the battle. So once the players love him, you're halfway already there to get the recommendation around the club. So he gets around all the boys and gives them a stir up, and yeah, he's really good.
I'm pretty much friends with everyone here. All the players have looked after me, and everyone here has treated me like I am a member, and all the people have looked after me.
Hey Trent, mate, might be a bit cold on the weekend, so do you want to pack my long sleeve as well?
Yep, I sure will, Angus.
All right, thanks mate, appreciate that.
That's all right.
He does some funny things, but then the things he does really well as well that other people wouldn't understand. Like, he'll come in here, he won't ask any questions. He has his routine, so he knows exactly what he has to do on the morning he gets here. So everything's clean, all the craft room's clean. Make sure the training jumpers are ready for the players, the training shorts and socks.
Yes, I do barrack for Essendon. It's been an amazing experience to go there and go for a team which you love.
Simon Goodwin is our special guest in the Hangar, and we're going through the theme of the mid-season review. I've got a few players I want to know their report card. Michael Hurley, firstly.
Yeah, I think with Michael, the key to getting Michael back into some form is get some continuity in his training. I think if you ask Mick himself, he probably hasn't been able to train as much as he would like, and he's probably been a little bit inconsistent with his performances. But the last month, we've actually got some good training block into him, and over the break, he did some extra work as well. So we feel he's really close to coming back into top form.
Have you been pleasantly surprised with how well Courtney Dempsey's been able to slot straight back into the side after a serious injury?
Yeah, absolutely. Coming off a total knee reconstruction, it's just been unbelievable the way he's been able to come off half-back, break the lines and give us that real drive, and he's a really important player for us.
How would you assess the form of last year's rising star Dyson Heppel? There's always the threat of second-year blues.
Oh, look, he continues to amaze, his ability to do all the training as a second-year player, and he's got a lot of courage, as we see on screen there. He goes back with a flight, and he just continues to improve and get better.
Well, it's time now for our home truth question, and it is regarding, I think, you coaching. Yes, what made you pick a coaching job at the Bombers over the Crows?
Oh, look, I was really excited by the Essendon list. I think they're a young list that's got a real good development program, but in their midst, and I just see some success being had at the club. I was really enticed by James Hird, Mark Thompson, and the rest of the footy club, and the vision that they had for the club to be successful, and I really wanted to be a part of it.
Well, thanks to Redden, you win the Antler Luggage Home Truth Prize this week. Congratulations. Well, a big trip to Perth to take on the Dockers. Mark Bagley, is he around the mark to perhaps get senior selection this week?
Yeah, look, he's getting very close. He's a rookie, and he's certainly right up in there in contention. He's been in terrific form in the VFL, so we'll finalise that in the morning. Confident
that the form slump that we saw before the break is over. Do you take any encouragement from that last quarter against the Swans?
Oh, you certainly do. I think, to kick 9 goals in a quarter, you take that form with you, and we know Perth's going to be a really difficult trip for us, but I know the players are really looking forward to it.
Simon, good luck.
Thanks, Sarah.
Hey, Skip Thompson here from Kia. Okay, Simon, so what advice would you give a rookie these days?
Look, I think for rookies, resilience is a really important word because you can get knocked over physically and emotionally and spiritually and mentally. You'll get knocked over and you've got to get up. I mean, you know, my first year, I got my first game, you beauty, great, played league footy, bang, next week in the reserves. Yeah. So the highs of the publicity and all the highs, and then, just another reserves play the next year.
If you had a time machine, Simon, would you go back?
No, the 80s, I mean, our era in the 80s where we were successful, we had a great team. You trained really hard, but there's no social media, so nobody's trying to find out what you did on Saturday night with a few beers and your mates. It was a much simpler life that way.
When did the beard come into play, Simon?
The 80s was an ugly era, wasn't it?
Yes, right.
That would have been when I finished school, first year of college, around 18, 19 years of age.
Yeah, right.
That started that. Now they're making a comeback now.
They are, and
way before
one
my
of the
time.
New rookies is Hell.
Yeah.
He's got a beard, hasn't he?
He's got
the Simon Madden beard.
No, he's got the Ned Kelly beard.
He's got the Ned Kelly beard.
He's better than mine.
Simon, thank you so much, mate.
A pleasure. Been a pleasure, Skip.
A true champion of the Essendon Football Club.
Thank you very much.
Look, I don't remember this, but at the 12-minute mark, apparently someone had laced me out and I may have dropped it. It may have gone through my hands. I can't see that being true.
And Cummings had the chance then to mark it. 3 points the difference at the MCG.